Hey, this is Marius from Global Freedom Solutions, and in today's video I will show you how you can reduce your tax burden on income from intellectual property in Europe to as little as 2.5%. And this includes, for example, income from patents or license fees for the sale of software. And in a country in the Eastern Mediterranean, it is possible to pay a tax rate of only 2.5% on this income. So what are we talking about? We are talking about the IP Box regime in Cyprus. And IP stands for intellectual property, and you can use the IP Box regime with a significantly lower tax compared to the normal corporation tax of 12.5% with a Cyprus company. But now you have to look closely at what the legislator declares as intellectual property, which then falls under this special taxation. And when we look at the law, we have the licensing of software on the one hand and the licensing of patents on the other. In the past, it was also possible for trademarks, design rights, logos, and other things to fall under this. In 2016, however, there was a major change in the law that now significantly restricts this area. Also very important, this software or patents must have been developed in Cyprus, or at least if you move here, be significantly further developed in Cyprus. And this means you need substance in Cyprus, essentially. There must be real business activity, there must be an office, there should be staff and appropriate development activities. So essentially moving to Cyprus with a finished software and no longer working on the software is not enough. You must also be able to prove that so that the expenses are incurred, and normally the Cypriot tax authorities also carry out a binding audit, and the tax authorities will then confirm that you can make use of the IP box if you meet these requirements. So why is this exactly 2.5% tax on income from intellectual property? Well, in the area of intellectual property or income from intellectual property, there is a special feature that the usual 12.5% corporate tax does not apply. Instead, 80% of the income is tax exempt, so after the deduction of R&D, so research and development expenses, of course, and this reduces the effective tax rate to 2.5%. And that makes it essentially one of the most favorable IP regulations worldwide. Indeed, we have a lot of inquiries about this because it is one of the best regimes worldwide, especially for IT companies in the software sector. And what you must also not forget, Cyprus is also an extremely attractive place to live, so the level of security here is very high. Cyprus is indeed one of the safest countries in the EU. This has also been confirmed by Eurostat. The climate is very good all year round and the landscape is diverse. There are endless stretches of coastline, there are mountains. In fact, you can even ski in Cyprus in winter. And the location is also very good, so you can reach Asia and Central Europe very easily from here. For example, you can fly to Dubai in just 3 to 4 hours, and to Central Europe, to countries such as Germany, France and the UK, also in just 3 to 4 hours. Unfortunately, there is also a lot of misinformation about the IP box regime on the internet. So some of the information is simply out of date and not up to date. Therefore, if you find any information about the IP box regime in Cyprus, actually make sure that this information is correct. This means that if you are a software developer, Cyprus is an extremely interesting destination for you. But again, as said, whether you can actually use the IP box, this must be checked on a case-by-case basis, of course. So if you would like to know whether you can qualify for the IP box with your business, you can click on the first link in the description. We will check this then for you. If you do not qualify for the IP box regime in Cyprus, there are also many other jurisdictions. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I was able to give you some important information about the IP box regime in Cyprus. Leave the video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one. Bye.